What's happening? What's happening? Cornell the Shooter here, and this is the C&P Network. I ain't gonna hold you long. We're gonna get to the interview. I just wanna make sure everybody's aware of the new YouTube program we set in place. For $2.99 a month, you can catch every interview we drop in its entirety. That means no more watching one clip, waiting the next day to watch the other clip. You can watch the whole interview all at one time unedited. Yo, 1 year in the books, let's see what we do year 2. Once again, this is the C&P Network. Without y'all, ain't none of this possible. Salute.
So that deal was kind of ruined by that. Like they didn't offer us a deal, but I knew,
Right.
at
The
this
way
time,
the vibe was going, the time spent there.
it's pretty much let us know that they was interested in us, like they was really interested in, because they had Soul for Real, which we saw them at the Century Club. Soul for Real kind of had a dry, and they had a dry look and a dry, like, they didn't speak to us. They spoke to us like almost like, what's up, like. At that time, I ain't dig that, but like later on, I realized, like, I understood, because if I'm in a group and I'm signed with Heavy D, now you got another group coming in. That means you're gonna be putting more in this group than in this group. So
Yep.
at that time, I didn't understand. I ain't liked them for years. But then later on, I understood why they would like that. So, but anyway, yeah, he had artists, but he was, dude, like, it was when your brother, everybody that was around him dug us,
Right.
Then we went. So Floyd really did take us to Warner Brothers. He didn't take it as hard as, like, the sister, because the mom of the house was like, she was the queen. Like, she was our, like, if ain't no smoking in there, like they did extra job of the respect that they had for it. Like, and the sister, she just wasn't going, like, she was. But anyway, he stayed with us and he took us to Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, we sung for them. They loved us, but they told us record 3 original songs, come back. At that time, we weren't recording on the studio. Now, mind you, we just up and singing, trying to get it. We didn't know about making demos. And I be real, man, the noise we were making in Chattanooga, like, I'm shocked even to this day that back then nobody would teach us the game. Like, everybody that was even, like, it was a couple of folks that was here that kind of, we didn't know the game. We just knew what we wanted to do. Nobody would, like, teach us, man, y'all need to get 3 original songs before y'all go to, because we got turned down by a lot of people. Like,
at this point, y'all doing talent shows and showcases.
Yeah, with no original music.
Doing other people's songs.
Yep. We eventually started. We made have spent 1 year doing songs. We did a couple of songs that didn't. It didn't. We loved them, but it didn't help us.
Right.
And after that, we went down to Atlanta. Met this guy that kind of took over managing us for a little while. He was crazy. I think he was from here. His name was Robert. I forgot his last name. But he was from here, but he stayed in Atlanta for years.
Okay.
And he was working with us. He wanted to he got us ushers. Usher had a voice coach. 2 ladies was his voice coaches.
Okay.
He got us with them. What they did, they would give us ginger. They would give us this stuff to take, and they would voice coach. So he got us them. He got us a audition at LaFace Records for Puff Daddy. I know what's going on there, but I'm saying, back then he was the guy.
To sing.
Yeah,
I got you.
So he got us audition at LaFace Records in the office with Puff Daddy. It wasn't P.Diddy, it was still Puff Daddy back then. So we sung, the first song we sung was Shy. What's the name of it? If I Ever Fall in Love Again.
Right.
This is exact words when we got through. He let us sing the whole song. His exact words when we got through. I don't like Shy, sing something else. This is how he looking at it. I don't like Shy, sing something else.
So
Yeah.
Puff Daddy, P.Diddy now. Puff
Yeah.
Daddy. Y'all singing for him.
Yep.
He lets you sing the whole song.
It's the whole song.
Go ahead.
Whole song, man. At that point, I'm like, I don't really know, but this dude at that point, I'm like, I feel like he ain't digging us. So,
Right.
but at the same time, like I said, later on down down the line, I start understanding. But we sung it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday by Boys to Men.
Okay.
Now, in the middle of us singing this one, his phone rings. Now, and he kind of talking low. We still singing, we don't want to just stop.
Right.
So in my mind, I'm like, is he letting whoever on the phone hear us? Or, like, I don't know what's going on,
Right.
but I'm kind of thinking that. So we singing. So he kind of like eases out the door, holding the phone still, holding the cell phone still. We still didn't stop though. Even when he walked out, we didn't stop until the song was over.
Gotcha.
Song was over. Got quiet. We just looking around like, what's up? So we in there like 10 more minutes, like, what's going on? What's he gonna do? So a security guy came in and said, who y'all here for? We like, we was auditioning for Daddy. The guy like, oh no, Puff Daddy's not here. Y'all gotta go on, y'all gotta go. That's how that audition went. Yeah.
Wait a minute. So
Yeah.
first, y'all perform a song hitting like. Then a phone call happens in the middle of the second song.
Yep.
And he just leaves.
He just left. Didn't say nothing else. We didn't see him in person again.
So what does that do for you mentally?
Man, you would think that something like that would be like totally discouraging.
Right.
And I can't even explain. Maybe because we wasn't just one person. We was four of us, because we kept each other laughing.
Right.
So I think the relationship we had with each other, because there were times when one was discouraged. It was always communication was everything. So it's like but as a group, it didn't. It actually put gas up under us, like, because you gotta understand, like, we in a door. We now we finding out we can go sing for people.
Right.
So now we like, somebody gonna like us. That's what we were like. We was like at the mindset of somebody gonna like us. Like, I felt the same way I felt when I told my pops that I want to pursue this music. Like, I want to pursue the music. Like, I was still on go, because I felt like in my head. Don't get me wrong. That Puff Daddy interview was disappointing. I mean, audition was disappointing. So it ain't like that day we did something else. No, that day was a disappointing day.
Right.
But as we worked, the disappointment just kind of gradually would ease off, and it'll keep us back in the same mode. But because we auditioned for a lot of people, like we auditioned for a lot of people and got turned down. Like the founder of New Edition, we auditioned for him, and he stayed in contact with us for a little bit. Came to a couple of showcases, but just never went on. Like, it was pretty much at a. I don't know if we fit the right image for him, because mind you, we not these little pretty boy group image.
Right.
Our image was that of rappers, actually, because it wasn't no light skin, pretty hair. We wasn't like that. We just had great voices.
Right.
So I think a lot of people looked at our image more than our voices, and a lot of people turned us down for that.